Hello friends, welcome to this session of GST Quick Info Bites. Today we will be discussing the impact of GST on JDA, that is Joint Development Agreement Part 2. We will be dealing with the GST impact on the remaining three types of transaction. First type of transaction was discussed in Part 1. So other three types of transactions which we will be dealing with today will be supply of construction service by developer to landlord. Second, supply of under construction property from developer to customer. Third, supply of under construction property from landowner to customer. Let us begin with the first type of transaction, that is impact of GST on developer on sale of apartment to landowner before completion or occupancy certificate. The five main aspects which needs to be analyzed in this transaction would be tax rate, time of supply, taxable person, ITC, and value of supply. To start with, what will be the tax rate applicable in this transaction? It will be 1% if it is affordable housing project. It will be 5% if it is other than affordable housing project or non-affordable housing project. Now, what is this non-affordable housing project? It is that project in which the carpet area of commercial apartment is not more than 15% of the total carpet area of all the apartments in the project, and it will be 12% in case of commercial property. Now, in this transaction, who will be the taxable person? In this context, the taxable person is the developer and he is taxed under forward charge mechanism. Moving on to time of supply. Time of supply will be the date of completion or the date of allotment letter, whichever is earlier. The next one, that is value of supply. In this context, consideration is non-monetary in nature. That is, it is TDR, that is development right transferred by a landowner to developer, in return of which a portion of a under constructed apartment is given to a landowner. So it is basically non-monetary in nature. So to arrive at the value of supply, it will be value charged to a similar apartment to an independent buyer by the developer at the nearest date of transfer. To arrive at the value of supply, it will be nothing but the value which is charged by the developer to us for a similar apartment to an independent buyer at the nearest date of transfer. As far as ITC is concerned, ITC will be available to landowner if and only if he sells this under constructed property and he is involved in the same line of business. If he sells after completion, then he will not be eligible for the ITC credit. As far as exemption is concerned, there is no exemption in this type of transaction. Moving on to the next type of transaction, let us try to understand the GST impact of on sale of under constructed apartment by developer to the customer. As far as tax rate is concerned, it is similar to the earlier transaction. That is, it will be 1% in case of affordable residential property. It will be 5% in case of non-affordable residential property, and it will be 12% in case of commercial property. In this context, again, the taxable supply, as you all know, it will be the supplier, and here developer is a supplier and he will be taxed at forward charge mechanism. Moving on to the value of supply, it is very simple in this context. Since it is a monetary consideration is involved in this context, value of supply is nothing but the monetary consideration received against the supply of such under constructed apartment. Now, what is the time of supply? If a booking amount is received before completion, then the date of receipt should be considered. As far as the booking amount is concerned, it will be date of receipt. And For the remaining amount, it will be the invoice date or payment date, whichever is earlier. Now moving on to the ITC part of it, that is input tax credit. If a buyer is buying a residential property apartment, let me repeat, if it is a residential apartment, then he will not be eligible to take ITC. He will not be eligible to take credit of the ITC. If it is a commercial property, then under constructed commercial property is brought by the buyer, then he will be eligible to take credit of ITC if and only if he sells them as an under constructed property itself. In this context also, there is no exemption. Moving on to the third type of transaction, let's try to understand the GST impact on the sale of apartment by landowner to the customer. In general, landowner can retain the portion of whatever he has received for his personal use. In case if he sells it to the customer before completion of the construction or under constructed property, then this transaction will arrive. Then we have to understand the impact of GST on such type of transaction. Now, as far as tax rate is concerned, it is similar to the earlier one. That is, let me repeat, it will be 1% in case of residential, affordable residential apartment, and 5% in case of non-affordable residential apartment, and 12% in case of commercial apartment. In this context, the taxable person, that is supplier, is landowner. So the taxable person will be landowner himself. Now, what is the value of supply? It is very simple. Since monetary consideration is involved, it will be value of supply will be nothing but the monetary consideration received against the sale of such apartment to the buyer. As far as time of supply is considered, it is similar to the earlier one. If a booking amount is received, it is date of receipt of such booking amount. And for the remaining amount, it is date of invoice or payment date, whichever is earlier. Now, moving on to the ITC part of it. If it is a residential apartment, no ITC will be available. And in case of commercial property, it is blocked if it is not used for the work contract services. No ITC will be available if it is used for the own purpose. Well, in this context also, there is no exemption. Moving on to the last part of it. Now let us try to understand the input tax credit, that is ITC, and restriction relating to ITC that can be claimed by the developer on goods and services used in the business in case of apartment before the completion or occupancy certificate. Well, in case of residential property, let me repeat, in case of residential property, ITC is not available to the developer in case he is going for the 1% or 5% tax rate. Commercial property, that is where the area of the commercial property is more than 15% of the carpet area, then he will be eligible to claim that ITC. Now let us see what are the restrictions or the conditions applicable in this context. 80% of the input and input services shall be purchased from the registered person. If he has to claim the ITC on sale of commercial property, the conditions are, the first one is at least 80% of the input and input services shall be purchased from the registered person. Any shortfall on purchase from 80%, tax shall be paid by the developer at 18% on RCM basis. 18% on RCM basis. Tax has to be paid on the shortfall from the 80%. However, tax on cement purchased from unregistered person shall be paid at 28% under RCM. And as far as capital goods are concerned, if it is bought from an unregistered person, then the tax has to be paid by the developer under RCM at applicable rates. Well, certain important points are, in case of 1% and 5%, that is residential project, ITC cannot be claimed. Let me repeat, ITC cannot be claimed on the residential property. However, these conditions has to be fulfilled in order to pay tax at 1% or 5% also. In addition to all this, developer is also eligible to claim ITC, that is of the tax paid at the rate of 18% that he has paid on TDR, that is development right. Developer can claim the input tax credit for the GST paid at 18% on TDR. He will be eligible to take credit of that payment. Then now the question that arises here is about the ITC on commercial construction, which is unsold. What is the status of the ITC on the unsold commercial construction? Well, friends, the developer will have to reverse the ITC taken on that portion of the unsold commercial construction. Thank you, friends. I kindly request you to subscribe to this channel and also click on the like button. I thank once again for watching this video till the end. Thank you.